This is the video blog for the Visual Style and Techniques blog. The film colours, I feel that the film sort of colours and the colour tone will be kept as realistic as possible, so sort of, I guess what you see now, but with sort of better lighting there'll be no colour enhancement or like filter or gradient or anything. It'll all be kept sort of as realistic as possible with as little adjustment to the colours as possible. We won't try and make any colours stand out or anything, or any colours fade into the background, just, you know, as realistic as we can, I guess. The comedic tone of the film is sort of quite similar to that of another short film that we looked at about, also about speed dating, in that the comedy is based entirely on the dialogue and, you know, the delivery of the dialogue and the timing of the dialogue, and also the strength of the main and supporting characters within and throughout the film. The comedic style, I guess, consists of both subtle humour and sort of more in-your-face humour. You know, where it's not humour it's not at first obvious what, you know, the humorous sort of part of the character is the sort of crazy, quirky trait that the supporting character has, and then the more in-your-face humour where it gets, you know, it's immediately obvious what that character trait is and what sort of personality that person has. So for example, we've got the first girl, Sophie. It starts off sort of quite normal with her, I guess, even though she is cutting James up, you know, he's talking, she's like, oh, I'm a hairdresser. But then we get the bit where she's bringing out the hair, and, you know, for this to make her seem more crazy, and she's saying about the hair, you know, I love hair, she's going to keep direct eye contact, unblinking with James throughout the entire shot, and we'll keep the camera sort of I guess zoomed in, sort of almost extreme close up, but just a close up, you know, eyes and maybe a little bit of the mouth, and this will make it sort of, you know, that much more intense throughout the scene. Again, we're going to do this sort of thing again with like Candy, the sort of more slutty character. She, when she's doing, you know, the rubbing of the crotch, she's again going to look up into James's eyes, and we're going to have, you know, that shot again of her eyes with the intense unblinking stare, which should make it both creepy and awkward and hopefully funny, even if it is in sort of an awkward way. The film will mostly use sort of over the shoulder shots because there's a lot of conversational sort of talk and that, and sort of just cutting back and forth. You got your shot reverse shot, and we will use sort of other shots such as sort of like two shots. You know, so we've got like a wide two shot, both characters sitting there opposite each other. And then even use a couple of point of view shots for sort of facial reactions, and maybe even for sort of like with Candy again. You could have James's point of view shot of her sort of rubbing his crotch, I guess, and him sort of looking down at her and sort of getting his perspective of it, and again her sort of her stare again, which should again add to the awkwardness of the scene.